But right now, it's very important that you focus on the concept of just getting one step closer. One step closer. And I was reading this in the Atomic Habits. He pretty much was just speaking on how the reason why so many people stop doing the things that they tell themselves that they're going to do is because they set unrealistic expectations and goals. When you have unrealistic expectations and goals for things that you want to do in your future, it makes it a lot harder for you to stick to those things because it's already not fully established in you. It's not a part of who you are. So waking up and doing it on a daily basis is going to be a lot harder. So he said that the way that you overcome this is just being more realistic. There really is so much power in the concept of one step closer. And I feel like what happens majority of the time is a lot of us don't realize, because we're so overconsumed with what's going on around us, that we don't even notice how much progress we're actually making or how significant that progress may be. If you allow yourself to be so fixated on the future and what's to come, you'll never be able to enjoy the present and the progress that you're making at this very moment. This idea of one step closer puts you in a position mentally where you can consistently be grateful for the progress that you are making. Because there's been so many times in my life where I've wasted energy being so focused on what's to come and not being able to fully enjoy or at least accept the progress that I'm making at this very moment. There's a reason why you don't just jump up a flight of stairs. You have to slowly increase, because there's this word called process, and process is what teaches you things along the way. You have to go through the process. You have to go through the journey in order to fully reap the benefits of all that work that you're going to put in. I just feel like so many people get discouraged because you have to take it one step at a time. And sometimes these steps can be big steps. It may take days, it may take months to fully even get up one step. But regardless of whatever type of journey you're on or whatever type of step you're taking, you have to see it as progress and understand that that's nothing more than just part of the process. It's part of your journey and where you're going to get in the long run. But I'm going to tell you right now that no matter what you choose to go through, no matter what career path you choose to take, you're going to have to be able to see it through. You're going to have dark days. You're going to have moments where you may not be getting the results that you may want, or you may be even in a position similar to mine where you're starting a YouTube channel or you're starting some sort of business, and you really just have to build and make a name for yourself. In the beginning, you are not going to have the support that you desire. You're not going to have your friends probably. You're not going to have your family there trying to support you, because what the reason behind that is people support people when they see that everyone else is doing it. When it's popular to be a fan, when it's popular to show support and love, this is when 9 out of 10 people will come around and finally try to support you. That's just something that you have to take in and use as motivation, because at the end of the day, you should be striving and working for yourself, not necessarily for the validation of others. I knew when I started this channel that I was going to have a bare minimum of support, but this is just something that I had to use as motivation. And if anybody is in this position right now, you have to use this concept of not necessarily having the tools and the resources that you may want or even the support, and just take that and run with it. Because one person's blessings is another person's lesson. And even if it isn't necessarily a blessing for you right now, I guarantee sometime in the future, it will be. So really learn how to put yourself in a position to always just see things from different perspectives. And this is just the key to life. Life is just moving so fast on so many different levels. It doesn't matter who you are, you're going to go through things. You're going to have good moments and you're going to have bad moments. And the only thing and the only way to really tell the difference between the two is just your perspective. Shifting your perspective on the idea of growth. Understanding that just because it may not be a significant amount of progress does not mean that it's not worthwhile. Small daily improvements are often invisible until they're undeniable. Until people can look at you and they see success, they see the hard work that you put in, now everybody want to clap, that is when you're going to get your flowers. But right now, nobody cares. Nobody is going to care if you grow. Nobody is going to care if you be successful, because it's not popular to do so. So allow yourself to be invisible. Allow yourself to just be viewed as somebody that may even be viewed as less for this very moment. Being able to see it through, being able to persevere through moments like this. And this really just reminds me, shout out King Dre if y'all don't know him. He's like a life dating motivational coach or something like that. But I'll never forget, and this is the reason why I'm still sitting in front of here being able to make this video for y'all, because on my journey it's been a roller coaster for sure. But I remember one time he said in his video, and I would always go back and reflect on it when I would have my moments of doubt or whatever you want to call it. He said in his video that, and this was just so relatable, but he said in his video that I had moments where I felt like quitting. I would post and upload a video, and I would see that it only got 4 views, and those 4 views was from me. It was from people that I told to watch it, and it didn't do no better than that. So when you spend a lot of time and effort and energy into something and you're not getting the result that you want, at least right now, it can be something that discourages you. It can be something that pulls you away and makes you lose that sense of confidence and think like, man, am I even worth it? But if you're in a similar position, don't let this knock you off course. Don't let this be something that stops you from reaching your goals. Right now, the world just don't know you. The world just is not aware that you exist, or that skill that you have, or whatever it is that you have to offer is a thing, or it's present. But once you make yourself known, once you put in the work to actually get discovered, just like everyone else, you will be a reliable source. You will be a tool that people can use and invest in. So invest in yourself right now for a long-term investment. It may take time, it may take energy, it may take money, but the more you invest in yourself right now, the greater return later. And that just has to be a risk that you're willing to take. If you're scared to take a risk, if you're scared to put your faith and your trust and your ability to get an outcome that you want, even if you have to take these baby steps, getting 1 step closer, then you will probably never make it. You have to be able to see it through. You have to understand that you will not have support. You will not have people around you, people that you may think, love, and care about you, may not repost or may not support the brand that you start or the business that you choose to start. So be it. Do not get angry. Do not get bitter because people are showing the lack of support. Like I said previously, it's just not popular to do so. Something that you should pay close attention to, but definitely do not take it personal. Continue to be you. But right now, it's very important that you focus on the concept of just getting 1 step closer. 1 step closer. And I was reading this in the Atomic Habits. He pretty much was just speaking on how the reason why so many people stop doing the things that they tell themselves that they're going to do is because they set unrealistic expectations and goals. When you have unrealistic expectations and goals for things that you want to do in your future, it makes it a lot harder for you to stick to those things because it's already not fully established in you. It's not a part of who you are. So waking up and doing it on a daily basis is going to be a lot harder. So he said that the way that you overcome this is just being more realistic. If you're somebody that wants to start getting in the gym, rather than telling yourself, okay, I'm going to go to the gym every day this week, I'm going to wake up at 6 and do blah, 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 you need to be realistic. Something simple like, okay, I'm just going to wake up and put on my workout shoes and do 5 or 10 push-ups. Or I'm going to wake up and do 5 jumping jacks. I'm not even going to go to the gym. This puts you in a position where you can learn how to be consistent. And once you be consistent is where you build up the momentum. Now you're doing 5 and 10 push-ups or jumping jacks. It's way easier for you. Now you want to increase. Now you want to do more. Then you can start going to the gym. Then you can start setting those bigger goals for yourself because you've built up that momentum that you need in order to fully flourish and grow. But you're not going to be able to do that. Majority of people aren't able to do that just off the bat. Allow yourself to be in a moment. I know that you want to be great. I know that you may not be seeing the results that you want to see. But in order to even get anywhere near there, you have to go through what you're going through right now. It's the process. You have to be able to see it through. You have to feel those moments of doubt. You have to feel those moments of insecurity before you get anywhere near the success that you may want for yourself, especially if it's worthwhile. There's been so many times where I've looked at myself and I didn't know if I was going to get the outcome that I wanted. I didn't lack confidence. I always knew that I can do anything that I want in life, and you should think the exact same thing about yourself. But you're going to have moments when you're taking leaps of faith where you don't know if something's going to pan out. And that's where faith comes in. That's where faith, and not only God, but in your ability to get the result that you want, because you know by no means are you going to quit or give up. You don't have to be perfect to make progress. You don't have to be perfect in order to see it through and take it day by day, 1 step at a time. But you do have to be willing. You have to be somebody that understands that There's going to be moments where you may take 2 steps up and take 10 back down. You may make it really far and feel like you've overcame every challenge that you've been dealing with, and then 10 more challenges may come back up that you didn't even realize that you had. The point that I'm trying to make is this concept of taking it day by day allows you to be present and in a moment enough to where you can enjoy the simple progress that you're making at this very moment. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It's your boy Blue Jay Tay. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.